key on, foot on the brake and start. I'm assuming that means those ADAS features are enabled. This tells me rear passengers. Can I like change that? Oh, I can. Perfect. So here are some different display modes. Oh, here we go. Settings. Look at that. And up there I saw ADAS. Here are some ADAS settings. Steering assist, we can turn that on or off. Let's go back. Now everything, okay, that's how we turn everything on and everything off. Pressing the ADAS button. One button turns it all on and off. Now, does that do anything? Not while we're parked. So we're going to turn, oh, that was, hold on, let's go back. Nope. Oh, look at that. It's like a layover screen. Oh, now you see it. Okay. And you can adjust it when the ADAS is on. Okay. And once you turn it off, it all goes away. Got it. We're going to leave it all on. Perfect. Let's see what else we have here. There we go. Here are all of our driver assistance settings. To get to settings, you would use these icons and go right until you're at the settings. Then you use the scroll wheel to scroll or press in, then you can scroll through. Once you get to driver assistance, now you have all the driver assistance systems. Steering assist, lane, blind spot, emergency assist, traffic sign, speed adjust by route, speed limits, manual or off or automatic, parking sensors, rear cross traffic alert, driver attention alert, timer alert, and low temperature alert. Those are all the driver assistance settings available in this vehicle. Pressing the left arrow will now bring you back to whichever display you'd like. For this drive, we're going to leave it on the ADAS. The automated high beams system is only available with the auto light setting, meaning I have to have the wiper stalk set to auto. Once it's set to auto, I can then activate the automatic high beams by pressing it forward. It won't do it now because it's daytime. Pressing the auto hold in the center console will hold the vehicle anytime you come to a stop with your foot on the brake for at least 1 second after coming to a complete stop. I set radar cruise at 28 miles per hour. I'm going to put it to the closest distance. All right, I have to intervene here. Actually, the car shut it off at 6. I can actually go. I'm curious if it shut it off because it lost the trailing vehicle, which is very possible. It allows me to set the cruise control stopped, so I can do that. Oh, as soon as it loses the car, it loses cruise control. That's the blind spot warning for the left side because I have a car in my left side blind spot. Let's see if I can adjust this mirror, have it make some sense. Now the steering wheel is vibrating. Let me know that I was crossing over the left line. Again, put my blinker on. Okay, now to set the cruise control, I'm going to press down and it's going to set it at 55. I'm going to adjust the speed to 60 and set the distance to 2 bars and see what happens. There's the warning. All right, grab the steering wheel again. Bring our speed up a little bit to 65. Putting it in eco mode. This thing's at like 3,700 RPMs. Very strange. 4,000 RPMs. So I'm going to try to change lanes to the right lane, see what happens. There's the warning. Wow, that was kind of awkward. Then it shut it off. Picks cruise back up again. Okay, stepping on the brake now to turn cruise off. I'm not sure if you can see that, but the auto hold, no, you can't. The auto hold goes green. Show you that when we stop. All right, we're going to see how the warning system works. We're going to cover the brake coming up. So when you get close enough, the automated emergency braking actually activates. All right, now I'm going to press the ADAS button on the steering wheel to deactivate all the ADAS features. I want to set the cruise control and see what happens, or try to set the cruise control. Oh, look at that. I don't think it'll let me. This car has no cruise control functionality without ADAS features enabled. Once I turn them on, now I can set cruise. Some cars have the ability to turn radar cruise on and off. This car does not. You can see the blind spot working as cars are approaching me. See it monitoring the vehicle ahead of me. My speed is set at 70, but I'm doing 55 because of the vehicle in front of me is doing 55. Typically what you would expect out of a vehicle with radar cruise. It's holding me in its lane pretty well. I do have my hand on the steering wheel now. I'm not testing it anymore to see how long I can go. See how it handles this car merging in. So it shows it as blinking, slows it up a little bit, brings that one within distance. Then it changes once it moves out, picks up speed. Here's another good test. This is what you can expect when enabling ADAS features on your 2025 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV model. This is primarily how they work, how you access settings, and how you can utilize them in everyday driving. As always, we recommend you use these settings on highways. Using them in the city requires extensive experience and attention, and may not yield the results you want unless you're stuck in stop and go traffic. Then it definitely will. I'm going to set the cruise for 35 and see how it behaves. I did not cross the line there. That was a ghost activation. Let's see how it behaves here. So as you lower the speed, it loses lane keep, then comes to a complete stop maybe. Yes, it does. Now it is waiting for the vehicle to resume, or for the vehicle to start moving, and when it does, I can touch the accelerator or press resume here. Pressing resume is pressing up on that stick. Lightly tapping on the gas pedal will do the exact same thing, where it activates the cruise again. See, but as soon as it loses that car, it doesn't know what to do. They do that so you can't drive in a city. This is what it looks like when you're in reverse. That's what shows up in the infotainment system. Now, if you're in drive, as you get close to objects, same thing happens. Auto hold will hold the brake for you if you're stopped with your foot on the brake for longer than 1 second. What does that mean? If you're in drive and you turn on auto hold, that light will come on in the cluster. What this means is that if you put your foot on the brake for 1 second, that light will turn green and the vehicle will hold itself at a stoplight, in a parking lot, wherever you are. As soon as you tap the accelerator button, see how it stops being green? Putting your foot on the brake for more than 1 second will again turn the auto hold green, letting you know that the car is now holding itself with your foot off the brake. That's how auto hold functions. Parking sensors are also available on the instrument cluster. In addition to the center console infotainment system displaying camera and sonar, The instrument cluster will also display sonar for the front and rear. Let's see how sensitive rear traffic cross alert is. Not as good as previous vehicles, I don't think. See what happens if I get a little closer. No, other vehicles would definitely be accusing left and right. See what happens if I turn. You just get that, huh? Oh, look, there's somebody coming on a scooter. This will be good. The right side blind spot is blinking, but I don't know that. I only know that if I'm looking at the right side mirror. Wait for another car to come. You'll see it. Oh, the left side just went off. Okay. So it is picking it up. There's just no, look at that. Okay, I stand corrected. Oh, here we go. But no warning there, no warning there. Let's see if I turn the steering wheel all the way that way, what happens? Still get warnings on the right, but not as many on the left. That's how rear cross traffic alerts work on the 2025 Mitsubishi Outlander. Weird, no warnings there. You would think you would get something other than that yellow box that shows up. And you see the driver's side ones have stopped. Oh, I spoke too soon. But the yellow frame is constant. So that is the only visual that you see here. If you see that, you would know to check a mirror to see what side it's coming from.